Hi, welcome back to Mom and Dress Moment Talk Show. So this is an insightful and interesting episode in the family series. So we have here Adeze and Sharon and their amazing mom in this session. Before we start, please, I urge you all viewers, please subscribe to this channel for subsequent interesting episodes, and I promise you won't regret it. So we are here to treat a topic we refer to as sibling rivalry. Sibling rivalry. This is a topic that is very important, as much as we take it for granted, but it's something that we should all look into, because it has caused a lot of problems and issues where children grow up as adults and they hate on one another, unhealthy competition crops up, and parents are not able to handle it when the children turn out to be adults. So the reason for this topic is for parents to learn, even siblings to learn and appreciate and accommodate each other, and parents especially to play their role. So Mama Adeze, as I will call her, she's here to advise our parents, and then Adeze and Sharon also, as siblings that have grown up in love, are here to also encourage teenagers watching, in case they are developing those tendencies to compete with one another, jealous tendencies, hating on one another. Adeze and Sharon are here to throw more light and encourage you all. Sit back and catch up on this insightful episode. You are all welcome to Mom and Jess Moment Talk Show.
Thank you.
We're all happy to have you here. Please just introduce yourself formally. We'll start from Adeze, your age, and yeah.
Hello, I'm Adeze and I'm 17 years old.
Okay. Mommy?
Yeah, this is Precious, the mother of Adeze and Sharon.
And Sharon.
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Shalom and yeah.
Okay. And that's Jess by the corner there. Alright, so we'll hit the show. The topic is sibling rivalry. So please, Mommy, can you help us explain what this term sibling rivalry is all about?
Thank you so much for the opportunity. In my own understanding and the way I see it, siblings rivalry is a situation whereby the children in the same family, whether they are biological or not, is a situation whereby they fight each other. Even though they love themselves, but there's still that fight. The other one is trying to see whether he'll be the head or he'll be the less. It's a situation whereby they test their power in respect and in other things. And in that situation is where parents need to put more eyes on the children, because if it doesn't stop, it will grow out to another thing, because they are trying to drag attention, they are trying to get more power, they are trying to create what you wouldn't like to be
in the family. Thank you so much. So what are the causes, what do you think are the causes of this sibling rivalry in the family?
I think there are many things. Sometimes parents also, parents will start it, yes, unknowingly, because sometimes we think we are trying to put things in order, especially when you have, this is my last born, this is my only son, this is my only daughter, this is my only whatever. So it creates that inside us, not knowing that it's going to affect other children. So I think this is the main cause of it, and sometimes lack of to have that mind of discipline, because sometimes when a mother doesn't have that courage to discipline a child, you always feel, my children, for example, when my husband passed on, I was like, I don't want anything that will make my children to cry or to be angry. But at the time I saw that no, this is not the way. So it will also bring that thing to make the children to be fighting each other, because you don't want them to feel bad. So which one will you side? The big one, the small one, or the middle one, or the one that is at fault, or the one that is right? So, but I think this is a very important topic that each and every one of us need to put eyes and sort it out in the family.
Inside. Adeze, can you tell us what you think causes sibling rivalry? With your experience in the family, what do you think causes sibling rivalry in the home?
It could be and the uneven love that the parent gives. Maybe you love the smaller one more than the older one, or you think that the older one is more responsible. You don't care about So you should love all of the children equally
Equally.
and show them that that's what you're trying to do, because maybe they might get the wrong idea.
About it or notion. Thank you so much. Sharon?
I think it's the lack of conflict between the siblings. Like it also, like when they don't talk to each other and do stuff like that, and when the mother doesn't give when the mother gives unequal love, like it also creates jealousy and everything.
Thank you so much for the take. Jess, you have anything to add?
I feel that like some families are different. Some people think that the firstborn should be more like they should give more love to the firstborn because they were first, and also they do most of the stuff in the house. And there are also some other families that think that the lastborn should be treated better because they are younger and they need like more love. But no matter how it is, I feel that everyone should get respect and no one should be compared with each other. So
Okay. Wow, there you have it, viewers. They've thrown more light on likely causes. Okay, let's look at the implication or consequences, because if parents are not able to control this sibling rivalry when kids are small, I know, I've seen families where they grow up into adults and they hate on each other. There's unnecessary competition, So what more implications or consequences do you think it will have on the family when they grow into adults? I mean the children now.
Let me not put much, but there's one example I want to give. All of us know the story of Esau and Jacob. From the beginning, when they were born, Rebecca, the mother, loved Jacob more than Esau. But at the end of it all, what happened? I read that story one time and I said to myself, if the mother was wise enough, she should have said to Jacob, your father wants to give blessing to your brother. Why don't you join your brother and go and take the blessing? Instead, the mother said, go and prepare food and give your father so that he will give you the blessing. So the mother is the one who started it. He created that enmity.
That enmity between them.
And what happened at last? She didn't even see Jacob till she died. And Esau. So now we started it in the family, so we can end it by what we are saying today, which each and every one of us, especially we mothers, must know how we treat our children. If not, it will end up in a way that it will bounce back
on us, on the children. Okay. So why do you think it's really important for parents to start this early? Why do you think it's important for them to start noting on this sibling rivalry early, to start working on it?
Yes. In our language they said meaning that no matter how the okra will grow, you can still do something. Even if you think you have started it in your family, you still have time. Because there's one thing I know, I always trust God and Holy Spirit that He can do anything. He's God who can change things and turn things around. So we can still now, when you are becoming open to your children, tell them, guys, this is what has been happening. I've learned that we can do this and do this. Let's stop this and let's stop that. So I think this is another way of trying to cut down every mindset that you already planted in the children. You still have time to say, no, let's change. I normally call my children and say, is there anything we need to change in this family so that we will progress? They'll say, is there anything I'm doing you don't like? Is there anything I did or you think I'm going to do you don't like? When a mother becomes so humble to the children, they will return it also to you by telling you and showing you where to go, what to do. Our children, they see things. But because you are so pompous to them, you can't listen to them. They might not tell you, mommy, this. But I think it's still early for any family to start now and say, no, this has to stop. This has to stop. So that you will enjoy them when you are old.
Thank you so much, ma'am. This is very mind-blowing. Adeze, Sharon, do you have anything to add to what your mama just said?
To basically just prevent any unhealthy character in the family. If the parent doesn't work with the children, it causes an unhealthy relationship in the family. So just to prevent that, you should sit your children down and talk it out so that it'll be a better family.
Thank you so much, viewers. I'm sure you're getting this. I'm also learning from what they're all saying here, and I'm sure you all are learning. Please drop your take homes as you listen. Let's take this question now. I know that there are scenarios where parents tend to favor one child more than the other, probably because that child is more brainy or more hardworking or smarter or industrious, and knowingly or unknowingly it rubs off on the child. The parents might not be doing it consciously. I have an instance where when we were growing up, I'm the shy one in the house. My immediate younger sister used to be more agaracha. My mom used to, don't you see your sister? She will stand on top of herself, she'll be bold. And for a while, I knew that something disturbed me, until I got to discover myself. But it's not those things will affect some other children when they grow into the future. So, for instances like that, my mom was doing it unconsciously. So, I forgive her. Mom, if you're watching, I'm not holding it against you. Yeah, just an instance I'm throwing. So, in order for parents to avoid such, what tips do you have or advice for them? How can they get to appreciate their children's different, unique,
I think we can talk about this thing it will take
the whole day.
Because it's one of the problems that we have in the family, that it can make a family to be poor, it can make a family to be rejected or feel rejected. It got a lot to do in the family. But let me just say this. I will use her as an example.
Okay.
When she was growing up, when she was a baby, she was fat, big, long hair, so beautiful. Everybody would be like, "Oh, so cute, so cute." They would like to carry her around, and I was also enjoying it. 6 years, people are no more saying, "You're so cute," because she's becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. Say, some people, like our people, the way it's horrible. They are trying to intimidate her by
body shaming
that. And when you look at the sister is so slim and so smart. Then I said to myself, what is going to happen? Each and every day I will tell her, do you know how beautiful you are? Do you know some people, they eat and they never show in their body. But I think you eat.
And it's showing on your
she
body.
started picking that confidence. Yeah.
Wow,
then in our church, because when I'm standing to talk to children, because I'm in teenagers and children's ministry. So when I'm talking to them, and you see other children saying, shift for me, shift you. I said, leave her. She's a king. She must sit like a king. And that thing will make her.
Yeah.
I saw that she started coming out from that shell, like becoming.
Wow.
There was a time in the school when they called her for an award. She couldn't go. She said, "Mommy, my school uniform is torn." I said, "Hold it and be bold and run there. Don't mind. Don't think because you are fat. There are people who are fat, but they don't have brain. But at least you are fat.
And you got a brain.
So it gave her that confidence. But remember, but this time, the way her life this time, that confidence, I love it.
Wow.
And to her, I always complimented, you are slim and smart, you can do model. But to her, if she catches you, if she beats you, you will. She's not just big for nothing. She's big and she's maintained.
Big and bold.
Yes, and I always tell her, don't starve yourself because of that. And this one will say, sometimes when they are having this siblings rivalry, she'll be like, "You're big." I said, "Tell her you are small." Then to balance the whole issue. So it helps as a mother, you use it to make that child
boost their confidence.
Yeah, so that you don't lose any of them. And sometimes I will tell her, the way you are slim, you must eat so you be like your sister. Then I will tell this one, you must tell how you eat so that at least you. But let's wait, by the time you are 16, you will be like,
wow, Mom, you're interesting.
I think we have to find a way to
balance both of them. Viewers, we are watching. This is the best mom every family should have, isn't it? Trying to balance the unique roles and strengths. Bringing in that strength of each and every of your child, because I believe that every child is a blessing.
Yes.
Every child is a blessing. So, the honest lies on parents to see that they let their children identify with their strengths and use that strength to cover up for whatever weaknesses or flaws that they seem to have around them. That's the best way. You've said it all. In fact, I'm blown away. I have nothing to add. Do you have anything to say, Sharon?
I wanted to say that you should also not show favoritism. Like you shouldn't say this is my favorite. This is and you should also like she's doing. You should always praise your kids. Like always praise them. Tell them that you're good, you're beautiful, and that. And you should also stay calm and objective.
Wow.
There's one incident that happened, it was the last 2 weeks in our house, where because we know that she sometimes she's moody. Then we will understand and try to push it. And this one, she's the one who makes people to laugh and the boy. So now when she brings her own funny things, we all laugh. But she will make you laugh and laugh with the way of her dancing because she's so comfortable with her body. So the boy came and she was saying what she did, talking. And I don't know whether I was angry that day or what. And the boy talked. I didn't laugh the way I laughed for her. Now the boy said, "Mommy, laugh." Then I didn't laugh. Then she came and said, "I go, Mommy, laugh." Then I said, "Okay, we laughed." We laughed so that we balance the equation. So that the boy will not think, oh, is anytime they do something,
that
you
they
will laugh. So why am I not laughing for my own joke? So we all were laughed. Then we called him back and said, "So say that thing you said
so we laughed.
Then he said it, we laughed.
Wow, that's so sweet.
Just to balance it.
Jess, what do you have to say for this? Is mommy trying with this aspect?
Most of this. It's not only me that is also moody. Also my mom most of the time when she's moody. So it makes us feel sad because usually we see her like happy and all of a sudden she's like angry. And then also sometimes also with my brother because like he's the only boy in our house except for our dad. Sometimes he feels left out, so like we try to like bring him in, and then most of the time when my mom is angry, he feels that if he's the person that's making her angry, then he gets pretty sad. But then later on, we do make him feel happy.
But do you know when mom is sad, that is when the siblings they gather around against mom. Sometimes you give them that space, like you make yourself as if you are sad. You will see you will see how unit
they gather at that time
against you, and they will, like for me, I don't understand Kosa. When I'm sad, 3 of them they will go inside and talk. I will just pick words. Let's go and see what we can do. You will see the unity in the children.
And that is what happens to
Yes.
Isn't it, Jess? When I'm angry and I scold one person,
yes.
All of them. If it's Jason, I scold. Sorry, Jason. Sorry.
Yeah, all of
Jason.
us say sorry.
They now make you mother feel so bad.
Yes.
So maybe it's actually good for mothers to be moody
sometimes. So that you know, but sometimes we mothers, we must study the children to know when do we, so that we don't become too friendly and forget your role.
Your role, very
important. Sometimes you become so relaxed. Yeah, so we must balance it in. As we are balancing the siblings also, we balance ourselves to fit in. Like she said something important because he's the only boy. I have only one boy, but we make him also to be in. To feel it's time for you to wash dishes. You can also wash dishes, clean the bathroom, clean the room equally. Until when you leave my house, you can be a man or boy.
However, you have groomed him already.
Yes,
which is very important.
Yes.
Wow, this is an insightful session and very interesting. Mommy, please, do you have any advice for parents watching with regards to sibling rivalry?
Can they go first?
Okay, let's start with Sharon. Sharon looks like she has a lot to say.
My advice is that you should not always compare your children. Like as us siblings, like we have roles that we do. Like for example, at home, I'm the one who's always responsible for cleaning and doing everything.
In the kitchen.
Yes, and we're not always supposed to be the same. You don't have to compare and say, okay, this one does not clean. She has her own role also. She helps mom with when she wants something. My brother also does his thing. So we all have roles. So you don't have to compare the other to the other.
So just appreciate each role though. And the individual is playing or the sibling. Yeah, that's nice. Adese. You don't have Jess?
It's just like us also in our family. Like it's like So I guess my mom grew up like not like really interested in cooking, and neither am I like really interested, but I like the food. And then she tells me to like go clean up the stuff and all that stuff. Then my little sister, her name is Jane, she loves cooking like so much to the extent that I get annoyed. And then my mom tells me to cook, then I'm not that good. I try to make the things that I can, and she starts shouting at me, why aren't you in the kitchen when I'm cooking and all that stuff? And then I'm like, but you tell me to clean and all that stuff, but like I won't really get deep into that. So I also want her to know that she should stop comparing me with my sister.
I'm a parent, if you're watching, I don't think I'm doing bad there. Because the scenario is, the younger one, actually, the younger sister loves cooking. Once I'm in the kitchen, she's there. But now, I'm cooking, Jess is watching the TV. Hello! How is she going to learn how to cook when she has her family? So I keep reminding her, I said, when my mom is cooking, she calls us girls to watch, because at some point in time, you will have your own home and you need to cook. You can't all be watching TV with your husband and kids. There will be no food to eat, you know. Yeah. So we can't all grow up. I used to cook as a child, but when I grew up, I don't know. Cooking is not my hobby. I only cook because people have to eat, really. But you can't also have that excuse. You have to learn how to cook. You know, at least let your family be. So, parents, I'm saving myself here before Jess finishes me. So I don't think it's a bad thing I'm doing, Jess, to pull you into the kitchen. I'm basically helping you as a girl, so you'll be useful in the kitchen. Every woman has to be useful. Yes, you can have your career and all of that, but the kitchen is very important, because they say the food is the way to a man's belly, or is it the heart? So, yeah.
But in this aspect, like you see, this are my 3 kids. The boy is the last boy, then this one and her. When he's like in this issue of comparing, I used to do it before, not even comparing among them, but outside them. Like, do you see, like in school, one day I said to my daughter, why is that your friend? Why did she take first position of English? You should have
taken that.
Yes. She said, Mommy, no, but I took in maths. Then I was like, it's true. Anyway. But is it wrong? Then I said to myself, not to push in that way, but encourage. Like the way you are saying it, is that we encourage them to do it. We keep on talking about it, saying it until it enters inside. Yeah. Like for her, she likes to bring good idea, but to implement it goes to her.
Oh, she brings the idea.
Now we said, can we cook this? She goes to the kitchen. Then she will relax on the sofa and say, put this. Don't forget to put that. But when you watch, you see that they are working hand in hand. Yeah, together. Then she was telling me that, Mommy, very soon there will be a machine. When you press the machine will go and do this. But don't put your mind there. But one thing I like is that even if you are lying down there, she understands and she's taking that instruction from her sister. Then I will say to myself, when it's my own turn to cook, I will do the same to her. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll be telling her, put the onions. Yeah, tell it now. Check it. In the other way around, she's the one cooking. Okay. Then I'm the one bringing the
instructions and the ideas.
And you see, all these activities also makes the family to unite. And you see that you dissolve some jealousy and the comparison.
You dissolve those things.
All those things. Yeah.
I'm learning from this, because as you can see, you are more advanced with your children. And Jessica, maybe we'll still have a lot more to do. We're not perfect.
We're learning.
Yes, are we perfect? Okay, so I'm also learning. I'm learning from my Precious today. So we're just in the kitchen area, okay? But that doesn't mean you will sit down and relax and instructing Jane all the time to do cooking. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Mommy, have you given our viewers a take home?
Yes, I will just say to every parent, if it has been happening in your home and you keep quiet, it's time to wake up, because at the end of it all, you will receive the pain, not the children, because at the time you see that the child has gotten married to someone, he or she loves so much and enjoying his own home, but you cannot come together as a family anymore as when you be old.
Older.
So now, as the Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go. When he grows old, he will not depart from it. I'm also saying to us as mothers and the fathers, train your children the way you want them to be to you, so that when they are old and when you are old, you can still enjoy them. Yeah, thank you so much.
Wow, thank you. Viewers, we are blown away. I'm sure you are too. Please drop your take-homes. If you have any questions for Mommy Precious, drop it. We'll send it to her. She will answer and get back to you. Until then, see you next episode.
Thank you.
Bye.